Welcome to my channel. This is TrinityGaiaOracle. I will be doing this basic introduction at the beginning of each part of this installment, as it's been brought to attention that I need to release this in installments. I'm not sure exactly how many at this time, but I will label them, and to fully see the entire picture of the reading, to have all the information and really value like specific pieces of it, as knowing that it's a synchronicity for you, yet also understanding all of it. It's a full picture. It's a full painting. It's both the micro and the macro. And I want to express gratitude. Thank you very much for being here, for taking the time out of your lives away from your responsibilities, your family, your job, your projects, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. With that, I will let the current installment proceed. Thank you. If we stop talking to one another, we're not going to advance. We're going to regress into trauma. We're not going to overcome it. We're going to be completely owned by it. And there's enough pain in this world. There's enough. I witness it and I feel it and I see it. We have the ability to heal one another. You don't have to harm one another. I vote we move towards more of an advanced society where we can actually have these discussions. Honest, authentic discussions of both sides. Otherwise, we're just going to regress into violence. And I don't want to live in that world. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to live in that world. I want to live in a world where we can use our words. We don't have to, use guns or weapons or our fists. We could use our intellect, do our research, respect people that have done the footwork in that very field. And be able to call out storytellers when we see them. People that spin things. I think that's where the honest, authentic conversations come in. Because we can tell the difference. And it hits us totally differently when it's just two people having a discussion, a conversation. Versus two people following a script that are being told what to say, that aren't being themselves. And two people, this is not necessarily like to do with politics. This is something that you see a lot nowadays in like podcasts. It's a very good example. It used to be something like a talk show host. Now it's podcast. And it's just two people hanging out, talking about what they're interested in, learning about it, teaching one another. These are conversations that I would have in my home growing up. This very kind of setup. They were very philosophical. These conversations are conversations that can be happening in our homes with our children now. Teaching our children, the next generation, knowing that it's going to impact the generation after, and the generation after, and the generation after. How to think, how to determine why you stand where you stand, to inspire you to seek those answers. I did not know this Freedom Bird plane was in there, but it's not lost on me that my dad more than likely put that in there, and it probably had some meaning to him. And I never knew it was there. I never knew it had meaning to him. And I don't believe in coincidence. Freedom bird, it's like, we have to fly. There's one person in that cockpit, maybe two. I don't know. I'm not very hip to the Air Force stuff, so feel free to correct me in the comments. It's fine. But that, those two lives, they can save so many. But they have to be very, very knowledgeable. They have to be very well educated. They have to be in like peak physical performance and status. And, it also kind of looks to me like those are the symbols on the wings. They kind of look like evil eyes. The symbol that is supposed to reflect any kind of that comes at you. And being that it's a plane and it's Freedom Bird, like, guys, we have everything we need to move in the right direction. We just need to start listening to one another and listening to ourselves when we do feel triggered. Because when you're triggered, you're not empowered. You're being controlled by your traumas. You're not in control of what you say and what you feel. You're just thinking in reaction to what you feel, and then you say things to try to alleviate what you feel so you could stop thinking what you're thinking. And it's a vicious cycle. But if you heal what hurts, you don't have the emotion that triggers the thought. You have oh, yeah, that did happen to me, and that was something that used to upset me, so I understand this. And now you're watching somebody else go through what you used to go through, and you're like, man, there's a way out of that. I know, because I got out of that. I want to help you not be controlled by what other people did that made you feel this way. And by other people, I mean, that can definitely cover so many things. But ultimately, a lot of it goes back to our childhood and the adults that were around us and the decisions that they made about our lives as influences that they had no right to make. Because how could it do anything but hurt us? How could it not leave a scar? Because a lot of the decisions that leave trauma and hurt, it's because they were unfair. It's because it did hurt you. And it's because you knew that they knew it would. And they did it anyway. And this could be not just one person. It could be, maybe it's a board. Maybe it's a whole group. Maybe it's an entire community. Maybe it's one individual in your family. Maybe it's someone that used to be your best friend when you were a kid. I mean, it could be anything. And it's probably a mixture of all of it. Because these patterns, they continue to repeat in our lives until we heal them. Because the longer they're unhealed, the divine, love, source, light, God, Allah, whatever you want to call this source that really like resonates home for you. It's all about love, and you're manifesting. You're manifesting being victimized again and again and again and again until you no longer respond to the emotion of feeling like a victim, and you decide that you're going to thrive in spite of it. So you heal it. It never stops being a part of you, but you rise above it. You survive it, and then you learn how to thrive in spite of it. Like the best revenge on someone who wants to steal your joy is to be in joy. No matter what they did or what they've done. I don't think a single one of us want to be living out the rest of our lives with the voice of someone putting us down in our head, keeping us from making decisions that would make us truly happy. Even though they're not in your life anymore, they're still manipulating the choices you make. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you could hear it in my voice. That a part of me goes, oh, hell no. No, I'm not, no. Nope. I almost said the F-bomb. That, No. So whatever I have to do, I'll do it. however long I need to sit with myself and this feeling and this emotion until I figure out a way, I'm going to do it. Because to be trapped by that for the rest of my life and to be limited as a result is unacceptable to me. But all of what I'm doing and all of what I'm talking about is about the intellect, the thought, looking within self. It's not about acting it out on other people that remind me, or, going back to that person and taking it out there. But I know with all of my heart, I don't deserve to be harming myself by allowing it to remain. By freeing myself from it, I'm able to not have my thoughts, my emotions, or my decisions be controlled by that wound. And I want that freedom for everyone. They say things like, hurt people hurt people. And while that saying is definitely, it's fitting, it's apt, just like devil's advocate, the little angel on one shoulder, the little devil on the other shoulder, and they argue different sides of the same situation. Yeah, there's another spot where I lost it. Well, it's meant to come back around, it will. I've been channeling a lot of energy. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of charge here. There's a lot. I'm really feeling like that's kind of where things are sitting. Someone who plays the devil's advocate for you loves you. Even if they don't know you, it is the love in them recognizing the love in you and giving you an opportunity to heal, to answer those questions so you know without any iota of doubt that you're well informed in where you stand and why.